like be a swordfish. I just keep on winning while I'm swimming with endorphins. I don't need a door, not that thing right off the door hinge. I believe so big the Uber driver need coordinates. Series of events that led to this was not unfortunate. Only 5'7", but my money's not proportionate. Y'all stop my plans, got too much in my hands. Careless spices all in my jam, never dropping it bland. Balanced it, cheers into my wins, cup filled to the brim. Chalices, just me and my friends, never letting y'all in. Savages, that's it, moonwalking like Jackson, on top of the fraction. You hear him nipping, I feel different, I'm big dog like a mastiff. Every line is a cash in, make it hit for ad libs. Said it all would happen, and it happened, look. Yeah, when I try to say the air here, get blurrier. Pressure on me to live a bit, so I carry that like a courier. She told me to slow down, don't burn out, she a worrier. Told her don't worry about it, I stay solid and sturdier. Yeah, back in it like I never left. Head banging like a metalhead. Ain't nobody above C, talking musically, it's a treble clef. My spot mark like the letter X, that's how you know that they treasure this. They treasure this, they treasure that. They dish it out and I send it back. I pop out in the center flash, they don't remember that. Men in black, I tiptoe through.
Yeah, Josh, I would too.
Yeah, that's it, moonwalking like Jesse. On top of the fraction, you hear him nipping, I feel different, I'm big dog like a mastiff. Every line is a
Oh, Slam, that basketball break today. Dude, that basketball break today was wild. If you did not see it, I mean, listen, I know obviously it was better if you had the Spurs, but I mean, the Hornets did well. Is Chris in here? Oh, yes. So the Trailblazers had some nice stuff. I hate bringing that up to people who are, but overall it was a really nice break. There is, good things to happen, and I do have to tell you a little surprise for tomorrow. I have a couple of these bad boys, just a couple. I'm probably gonna do 2 in one mix and 3 in another. I have 5 total. Yeah. So, be ready. We'll do a little bit of it. So, probably mix it in with some wild card, leaf stuff, so we can get some hits for sure. But Optic, man. Little Optic previews for you. Apparently, what up, Jeff? Jeff, you got some stuff in the last break, too, in the basketball one. Apparently, Optic doesn't come out for 2 months yet, but the retail's out. We probably will not be ripping much of the hobby since it's already up to $1,000 a box, which leads me to believe that the rumors about Stroud signing are true, because over the last 3 weeks it went from $750 to $1,000. As a matter of fact, I think it was as low as $700. Caleb Williams to you, to the Bears fan. We gotta get something for Slam too. Slam coming in hot. I'm rooting for him. Rooting for everyone. I hope you guys genuinely know. I mean it. It's hard. There are people I'm like, man, I hope they hit because they spent, they not because they spent a lot, because they, took the splurge to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances. Ooh, that'll play. Will Levis blue to start us out with the Titans. Jason Mello. But it does suck. I hate when I see people go hard and get 6 spots, 4 to 6 spots, and then don't hit anything. It does suck. I feel for that. I do. But I'm always rooting. That's it. I would say that's my least favorite part about being a breaker. Besides, I don't even mind assorting the ship. The worst part is I feel bad when people don't hit. I genuinely do. It sucks. There's a CJ Stroud. Moore, Herbert. Oh, I thought I saw points for a minute. Hurst, Kirk, Pickett, Jones, both them on new teams. There's a Jordan Addison. What I like about this, I'm not going to lie. So I got a sealed case of this. I gave one of these to my dad for his birthday. I sat with him when he opened it. There was no zoom in it. He did get a... was it an Anthony Richardson like this, silver maybe? But no case hits. It was a patch card. CeeDee Lamb, seal of approval. We talked about how cool those were. Sam Laporta. But full transparency, so it was a sealed case. No zoom has been pulled yet, not yesterday, and not in my dad's box. So, and there it is. Another one, Will Levis turning pro for the Titans. 2 for the Titans already. Slam, you're crushing it on the sales side of things, man. Justin Fields, but it does go to the Bears. These are probably my favorite cards out of the sets. I mean, obviously the Zooms are cool, but that's awesome, man. Keep it up. It's a good time of year for you, man. I did bite the bullet and pay a lot of, after our conversation, Slam. It's like it's significantly more. I'm talking 500 plus more to go with our local grass treating place. And after I talked to you, that's what I did. You know, I stuck with the little guy for you, Slam. Justin Herbert and Quentin Johnston and a Justin Jefferson. So the Chargers and the Vikings getting on the board there. Dude, my wife just got a new Shark one too, but it wasn't super expensive. I like talking to them too. They'll take time and talk to you. They actually care about what they're doing. Where if you get like True Green or Kemlon, they're just like, dude, we got to get to the next house. Call us if this doesn't work. We'll come up, reapply it in 30 seconds again. Stafford, Smith, Aaron Jones. Bijan, seal of approval. Cool looking card. I mean, guys, these have such like a cool optic vibe to them. When you get these, if you haven't felt them yet, I wish they did more cards like that. Jahan Dotson. So the schedule's supposed to come out this week. May 9th is what I'm hearing. Is that true? Did anyone else hear that? That's going to be an Adam Thielen for the Panthers Z team. Oh, my dad did get a Z team Mahomes. I'm not going to lie. He did get a Z team Mahomes. He liked Quentin Johnston behind the numbers. And a red zone Sam Laporta for the Lions going out to Floyd. Lucas Van Ness. Hurts. And class president Jared Goff. They're not sticky. The only time I sleep with the cards and get them sticky is when they're Josh Allen autographs. They might have had smudges on them. Dude, so anyhow, I put the kids to bed. All right. Read them a book. We read some Spidey and Friends. My son got a Stranger Things book where you have to choose your adventure. So it's not gross when you love the man. It's not gross. It's just natural, Josh. Don't judge. No, but and then I saw you guys were still like it was like 10 minutes after I ran. I was like, I'm gonna give them time to trade. So my wife's been having a rough night with the kids. They were on one tonight. So I was like, hey, I heard the roasted Tom Brady's funny. So we got through Kevin Hart and Jeff Ross, and we got to Drew Bledsoe's just about to come up. I'm like, hey, I gotta go break. I can't make him wait anymore. But she was giggling a little bit. You know, had to do a little shoulder massage, get her comfortable. So I appreciate you guys being a little patient, and I could take care of the father and husband duties, the man stuff. But dude, I'm excited to watch the rest. It looks really funny. Dude, I'll probably watch it a couple times. Mike Williams. Dude, have you seen what the silver Stroud goes for as a PSA 10? Wait, I actually put a silver issue. Of what? There's a Mike Williams silver and Tank Bigsby for the Jags. Slam, it's so weird you bring that up. So I told you I did the yard sale this week, and I had some kids come to just look at cards, but I could tell they were looking for better stuff. And I was like, are you guys looking for anything? Like, we just came from a card show. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. And he's like, I was shopping my silver Stroud 10. There's an Anthony Richardson. I was like, what's that go for? And he told me, I was like, just the silver. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Gilmore silver. And there's a Gibbs green. Really nice card. Can you tell me why Kim Kardashian's there? My wife asked that, and I was like, I don't know how to answer that. Jordan Addison. Jake Hayner green. Sorry, a little bit of a glare there. I'm like, I rumor is there's a prismatic brush on. I said, rumor is he was, hooking up with her, but I don't know if that's true. It makes me want to believe it since Tajay Spears rookie silver, Alex Singleton green, Dylan Horton, here's a who. There's a Will Levis. Jerome Bettis, we were just talking about him also at the yard sale with somebody. Justin Shorter. Shaquille Leonard. Yeah, there was definitely some plants in the audience for sure. You could tell that already from just like watching it. There's definitely some planted people that are there. You're like, why the heck are they there, dude? When Ross started making fun of Dana White and his like Michael Vick, but with people, I was like, oh my god, why is that so spot on? That is Dana White. Like he's just like Michael Vick, but with people. But we're okay with it. Like, you guys can beat the living fuck out of each other. That's cool. As long as it's in an octagon-shaped ring. The regular silver do well. What's the variation? Yeah, I guess he said they're still like around... He said around 800 or so. They were doing there for a while. Let's mix it up. Let's do some autographs. Let's just do a box of the autographs here. Variation silvers are hangers. So you can get the silvers out of the megas for sure, because I've heard people say they pulled them out of there. At least that's what I've been told. I shouldn't say for sure, because I don't know that. We certainly haven't pulled a silver Stroud yet. That's what bothers me, Slam, about the upcharge for PSA, is they grade it based on what? The time? So if that card drops $300 just because of pure, like, demand, so then... That's my issue with the way they do the... I mean, I don't grade, so, if you do, that's you know what you're getting into, and I keep hearing that. Javon Hiley, 1 out of 7. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, the variations. What's the variations, Chris? What do they look like? What do they look like? Maybe I'm being dumb right now. I could just be confused at what you're talking about, the variations. Cincinnati Bengals, I believe, here. We're going to confirm. Yep, Cincinnati. Yeah, so the Blasters and the Megas have the regular silvers. Charlie Kohler, it's going to be 9 out of 20. So like Chris said, it comes probably only out of the hangers. Maybe he'll send me a picture probably. Baltimore Ravens there. I always think that he's Washington. That actually goes out to Jeff Kellington. And Carson Strong, 3 out of 10. So the next release, I believe, is Don Russ. Clearly Don Russ. That will be out probably next week. This actually goes to Arizona. So it's going to go to Larry. Josh, what's your guess? Do the Bills play Lions on Thanksgiving, or do we get a different game? Josh Wiley, 2 out of 4. That black scope looks good. Stick to breaking up dogfights, Zach. I wouldn't start to be a roast master or anything. I think Chris just said it to me. Nope, slammed it. All right, he sent me probably the variation. This goes to the Tennessee Titans. I always want to say Colts. Same division, different team. Chris Taylor did 2. You guys are crushing it. Reggie Robertson out of 25. We have a QB coming up. I saw it say quarterback. I imagine it's going to be a good one based on the start of this box. This is also going to go to the Tennessee Titans. Reggie Robertson, 23 out of 25 to the Titans. Who's the quarterback? Man, not who I was hoping for. It is a 12 out of 15. Matt Corral. He's making his moves in USFL, right? Is that where he's at? Matt Corral last played for, or was last on the roster for the Patriots. He's on the Birmingham Stallions. He's making moves. Maybe he'll work his way back in. I do think now that they have that USFL, XFL division, this goes to New England. I do think we're going to see it as like a farm team or a cedar league where we actually get to see those guys come in. You know, I think there's too many times, you know, you look at like the San Francisco 49ers going into the playoffs last year and having Christian McCaffrey. There should have been more players ready to go as a backup in that game. And I know they kind of had two ready and they both got hurt, but I still think that there could have been plans in place and they were just afraid to really bring anyone else in that league. If you have a cedar team, and remember that's why they're playing it a different season too. Oh wait, I wanna show this picture. Let me pull it up here. Variation. Oh yeah. We pulled some of these. Okay, right. Yeah, it's weird that they don't do well because they're honestly actually... Here's a good picture of it. This might help a little bit. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I like those. I actually like it more. It's almost like a Magna look in a way. Like, not Magna, maybe it's a bad example. Like, the way that, like, the full body pick on the card instead of an action shot. I really do like it. One more 3-ball for 520. I'm rooting for you, man. I have no money left in my account. I had to take a break. I was on a bad... I sucked. And it wasn't even betting. It was stupid slots got me. And it was even like an educated decision. It was a night where I was having fun, had a few beers, had a few more beers, had a few more, and then I decided to play slots. And I'm like, I woke up and I went to put a bet and I'm like, what happened to my money? Oh, idiot. And then I remembered, but good for you. I said, Josh, I mean, truthfully, I have decent discipline when I'm sober. And that's why I had to go to bankroll. And then, good for you. I'm proud of you, man. I wish I could do it, but I know football is going to roll around. Tyreek Hill, Z-Stars. And Jamar Chase. I'm top loading that. I love these cards. Going out to the Bengals, Jeff Kellington. That's weird that that's happening. I will say we've been breaking NBA a little bit more, and I've been enjoying it. We're going to probably post some more tomorrow. CeeDee Lamb. There's an Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. Also, if you guys didn't hear, for those of you who didn't, if you did, I'm sorry I'm repeating it so much. I ordered 2 cases of blasters off of Blowout for Bowman. And I'm hoping we can mix it in and do some cool football or baseball breaks that don't break the bank. Ooh, behind the numbers, Allen coming up. Who got the Bills? Jeremy. Turning pro, Luke Schoonmaker. You know what I wish they had? How many of you guys have Underdog that can bet on the, like, where you can pick, like, 3 things that will happen? It's kind of like betting, but it's like, you parlay, like, over-unders, essentially. So it's so dumb. We can bet on slots. I can play live casino. I can do all this shit. But when it comes down to playing that, I can still do Underdogs Fantasy. It doesn't let me do their prop stuff. It's the only thing we can't bet on in Pennsylvania. And it's like what looks fun. Josh Allen, pro numbers, behind the numbers. Does anyone play Underdog? It bothers me. Mac Jones. There's another Josh Allen. Old Pacific 2000 throwback. Justin Jefferson behind the numbers. Cool insert. Diggs. Here we go. Anthony Richardson, Z team. Going to the Colts, James Rea. What's up, dog? Got him. Yeah, those that's what was happening, I think, out in Washington State. They said, hey, there we go. Houston Texans slam. How about a red zone Stroud? Let me actually put that in a regular sleeve. That's the red zone Stroud for Zenith. Little something something. Cousins, Allen, Diggs red zone. Here we got a Leonard Fournette. Behind the numbers, red Josh Jacobs. He's what with... Where'd he go? Green Bay, right? Dalton Kincaid. Pittman and a Mac Jones red. Oh, they burnt... Kevin Hart just tore Mac Jones apart. So no zoom still. I'm going to assume there's at least one in that sealed case. I mean, honestly, there should be. How about we get you another Stroud Silver here? I want to pull one just to say I pulled one after I found out what they're going for. It made me want to rip more Prism. Did you answer me about the game, Slam? Do you think the Detroit Bills game will be on Thanksgiving? You did, Chris? Of the regular? Those are the breaks just like the last basketball when you're like, man, why can't I ever open cards like that for myself? Geno Smith, there's a Kendre Miller green. Are you, Zach, do you have bets on just the outcome of the game too, or was it a shot that it got affected? Van Jefferson, silver for the Falcons. There's a CeeDee Lamb green. Jonathan Allen, Drew Tranquil, Lorenzo Carter. Josh Jacobs green. JSN. Ooh, we have our patch coming up. There's a Dorian Williams. How about a Hendon Hooker green rookie gear? Barely know her. Floyd for the Detroit Lions at the Hendon Hooker rookie gear swatch. Musgraves. Chase Brown green rookie for the Bengals. Jeff Kellington. Joe Burrow. What's Joe Burrow do? I always like these Portals cards. I thought they were cool. Kind of like Doctor Strange cards. Malik Willis, Elijah, and Deontay Banks. So no big silvers out of that. I mean, Zach, at least we can say it's consistent across all sports. I know that baseball umpiring has been horrific this year. Specifically, and this is what blows my mind. We have there's a review board. How are some of these officials? Now, I don't see what's going on there. I don't know if it was a bad call or... Was it a bad call? Chris is confirming bad call. This Malik Willis goes to the Titans. Kicking off with the Titans hit out of 30. Titans doing well this break. But why is there not a review board? I mean, like, look, you don't wear your socks high enough, the player gets fined. You celebrate the wrong way, you get fined. You run your mouth in a press conference, you get fined. You make a mistake. You play in full speed, you hit a little too low, fine. Hit a little too high, fine. Helmet to helmet, fine. These players get fined for every little thing. Wear something with a logo on it you're not supposed to, fine. Show up late to practice, but a ref, 24% wrong call rate. Nah, we're going to let them keep umpiring behind. We're going to let them keep reffing big games. And that's what bothers me. Like, just come on, fix it. But that's where I believe they don't want to. I mean, there's a lot of things in our world that don't make sense. That's near the top of it. Like, that's like top 5 to me is officiating on pro sports, especially now with gambling. That goes out to the Titans, Jason Mello. And Emeka Egbuka, 16 out of 25. Well, and that's the other thing. In basketball and baseball, it seems like you can really challenge a lot more stuff than you can in football. Football is so limited. And I think more than that is the fact that sometimes this is going to be an NIL card. Sometimes New York in football will call down and they'll be like, oh, no, that play's fine. Just switch it. And then sometimes you have to challenge it. That's mind-blowing. Trent McDuffie out of 75. That is going to go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes. KC. I honestly forgot the games were on. They're probably... Where are we at in the game right now? Is there another one starting or the second one on? Breece Hall for the Jets out of 99. Going out to Jen. What up, Jen? That's final of game 1. So game 2 is about to start. It's a nice swatch there. And Atlanta Falcons. Chris, there you go. How about a little Bijan? 8 out of 49 for the Falcons. That's the guy we pulled the kaboom of. Oh, that'll be a good game. All right, last box. We need something for someone. Come on now. I know. I'm going to have people mad at me regardless because that's what breaking is now. But I will say it's still better than buying a box and having a shit box and spending, $200-$300 minimum on a box and then getting shafted. No fractal. Yeah, there's a fractal in here, baby. 101 fractal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a few more bucks in I've been liking the parlays just to stay engaged with the game. Good luck to everyone. There will be 2 $5 hitless credits at the end. Deontay Johnson for the Giants out of 25 going to Tay Taylor. All right, start off slow so we can heat up. No Gobert tonight. For the Baltimore Ravens, out of 10, Malik Cunningham, Jeff Kellington in the New England Uni, but it does go to Baltimore. Oh, I saw it. They said Houston, but it's Jarrett Patterson, 5 out of 8 to the Texans. Still a very cool looking card. He has a nice autograph. Not the Houston player you were looking for, though. We talked about that a little bit last time. Guys like Giannis must have been really, really hurt to not want to play in the playoffs. Like they say calf strain or whatever, a hamstring strain, but Keon White, 2 out of 6. I don't get... You must have to be really unable to go. Wow, I'm hoping our 101's our big one because this is a 8 of 8 Jarek Reed. Now, we've opened a lot of wild card, and I would say out of the over 100 boxes we've opened, there have maybe been 3 boxes that haven't had like a banger in it. I don't think Malik Cunningham's our banger. So it's got to be the 101, I hope. Unless we just got one of those boxes. Oh, it is a banger. It is a 1 of 1 Puka Nakua. Dude's legit. Davey Hughes. Met Davey Hughes at the National. Boy out of Chicago. It was part of one of the first break groups I watched. Davey Hughes. I'm sorry, boys, if I didn't hit for you. I apologize. Listen, if I packed them, I could, at least take some responsibility. I just open cards. I suck sometimes. I do my best. Did you have them yesterday? See? You're always going to hurt someone. That's the life of a breaker. That's like you were a day late on both your breaks today. You had the Blazers yesterday and the Rams yesterday, and they both hit today. I'm sorry, man. You guys know I love you regardless. Why don't we recap, see what we hit? At least see if I can give you some hit list credit for another break since we're going to do some Optic tomorrow. We will do some 23 Optic tomorrow. Anthony Richards Z Team, Jamar Chase the Pacific. We had the Anthony Richardson there, Jameer Gibbs Green, Jake Hayner Green, Prismatic Bryce Young. We had the Tajay Spears Silver, CJ Stroud Base. We also had the Red Zone there, so both of those go into the Texans. Justin Fields for the Bears, and a Will Levis blue parallel of that old Pacific card. Of course, all this stuff. Oh, I don't know about that. Slam. To me, blackjack's worse than the slots. Only because people just like have too much money and they just like hit when they know they're not supposed to, just to mess up everything. Oh, it's hard to watch it. I would get so mad. I'm like, no, stop splitting. Why? And it's always one person. There could be 65 people in the room, at least online. 65 people in the room, and there's like one person's like, watch this, split. Motherfucker. Luke Schoonmaker for the Cowboys going out to Slam. We had the Matt Corral for the Patriots going out to Slam as well. No, it's always when they shouldn't split. Like, I'm not saying they can't split. I'm just saying, like, at the most, like, the times where it's like, don't do that. It's like 1 in 65 people. Like, we'll do it. There'll be, and it's like people go ballistic. They get so mad. Carson Strong, Arizona, going out to Larry. Baltimore, Charlie Kohler. Oh, I was talking about blackjack. Because blackjack for me is worse than slots. I know you tell me not to play slots. And every time I like lose all my money, I'm like, Slam would have said, don't play it. Slam would have said, don't play the slots. They get you every time. But blackjack gets me so bad, dude. It's mostly because it gets in my head. Tank Bigsby. We got the Will Levis for the Tennessee Titans. Jarek Reed for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle going out to Drake Leonard. Blackjack can be fun. I'd rather play it live, though. I don't like the online casino version of it. What I'd like to do is find a good poker site. I don't know why they can't just do like Texas Hold'em on those betting sites. Keon White for New England Patriots going out to Slam. You hit on a bunch of teams, Slam. Jarrett Patterson out of 8. That's going to go out to Houston. Just not the card you wanted. Isn't craps actually your best odds? Malik Cunningham actually goes to the Baltimore. That's for you, Jeff. Deontay Johnson for the Giants. That's going to be going out to Tate Taylor. We have the Breece Hall for the Jets going out to Jen. That's a nice card. And then the Hendon Hooker for the Detroit Lions going out to Floyd. Oh, wow. High roller over here. Dude, like I was getting nervous. I was playing $10 hands. I grew up poor and I still am. Atlanta Falcons, Bijan. We got the Trent McDuffie for Kansas City going out to Drake. And Malik Willis for the Titans. We also have the Puka Nacua 101 for the Rams. Davey Hughes, nice card. Oh, so you started $1 hand and just kept increasing? That's one way to do it. Amika Egbuka is going to be the random. See, remember the good times, Slam. Let's not just think of the bad. Progressively increase your bet. See, I'd be nervous. Like, as soon as I feel comfortable, I'm like, all right, I got to stop. No, I could watch it, but I couldn't do it. Denver Broncos are going to get it. James Eisman. Yeah, at that point, I'd be like, I can't do this. But I mean, when you're feeling it, if you're on a roll, you're on a roll. It's Denver Broncos. They got a mark. That's awesome, man. That's a story too. I think the thrill is what to me that's nerve wracking. Some people are like, love the thrill, love the chase, but to me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna vomit. I don't have that in me. I don't have that killer instinct. It's going to be the Niners, and that's Christian, and the Vikings. Ryan Herzog and Christian Brown each getting a $5 hitless credit. All right, fam. If I didn't hit for you, I'm sorry. Maybe tomorrow in the mix. Basketball was good tonight. I want to get some pictures up of that. We'll try to put a cool mix together for tomorrow. And then Wednesday's going to be Bowman. Don't spend all your gambling earnings back gambling. I did that last week, and I screwed myself. But I hope you guys have a good night. The good basketball game on. Maybe I'll throw that on. Fantasy spots are for draft. So we filled as much as we could for draft weekend. We'll get back to them. We have 7 spots we were able to fill. So that was like a draft weekend special kind of thing. So we'll save them probably for like maybe schedule release night. We'll do one. We try to save them for those special events. I was hoping to fill them for all during the draft weekend, but we only filled so many breaks. So that was kind of like our special for draft weekend. But we'll probably maybe schedule release night, do one. Opening a spring training kind of thing. We'll fill it. I mean, we're going to fill it for sure. The goal was to try to fill it, but we could only fill so many breaks. I was shocked, actually, but it is what it is. All right, guys. Slam, Jeff, all y'all, I hope you have a good night. See you tomorrow morning.